The following contest is in the Cage Thunder Amateur Light Heavyweight Division, and it is brought to you by Just a Dad from Akron. Introducing first in the blue corner, he fights out of Toledo, Ohio. He weighed in at 204 pounds. He represents Ohio Brasa. He has a mixed martial arts record, 3 wins, 0 losses. Please welcome Marlon Weezy Ridley. His opponent in the red corner, he fights out of Cleveland, Ohio. He weighed in at 204 pounds. He represents Apex Fight Systems. He has a mixed martial arts record, 3 wins, 0 losses. He is currently ranked number 5 in the Cage Thunder Amateur Light Heavyweight Division. Please welcome Billy the Deathtrain Flynn. This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds, and when the action begins, your referee is Mr. John McGinnis.
John McGinnis, the referee. Billy in the red.
You know, I had
Ridley in the blue.
I had an opportunity to talk to Apex Fight Systems coach Brian Clark, and about Billy a little bit, man. And top-notch wrestling, state placer. Really been working lately on his defensive jiu-jitsu in preparation for this fight, knowing that Marlon is a brown belt.
Big pressure by Billy here early on. Something important to note is Billy's last fight was in the heavyweight division. He's back down to light heavyweight, going to be a strike below the belt.
Getting back to talking to Apex's coach, Brian Clark, they said Billy feels is super comfortable. I talked a little bit about him, in his training camp, how's his conditioning going. He said he's super comfortable on his feet compared to his last fight. He's really motivated. Conditioning-wise, he is good for 3 rounds. Brian started to simulate fights towards the end of his camp. He said his conditioning is awesome. He's usually Go ahead.
Well, and to your point, he had an extended camp. He just fought August 2nd, so he had a full camp going into that fight, and then pretty much never stopped coming in from August 2nd to September 13th as he gives a nice low leg kick.
Yeah, he needs to be careful. Billy Flynn needs to be careful. He threw that leg kick and then almost ate a left hook.
He did.
Looking for the high crotch right now, see if he can finish it.
Switches to double, gets it done. I think Marlon made a mistake there trying to grab that head. It just gave Billy what he needed to take him down. Billy's been able to finish guys with the ground and pound. So you can expect that that's what him and his corner are going to be looking for.
Those are big shots coming from the left side of Billy.
He's going to post up, give him some big ones. Oh, Marlon's in a lot of trouble here.
Great reversal. Great reversal.
And he takes the back.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Billy Flynn finds himself.
Marlon's got to watch his hips. He's so close to being just too high. If Billy could just shake him, maybe pull that arm, he might be able to get him.
Yeah, but see, Billy's actually, he's trying to shake him off. There you go.
Yep.
A straight transition to the armbar. Oh, again.
We talked about the counter strike or counter grappling. And we're seeing a little bit of that here. We now know Marlon's comfortable on his back. The only thing is he's got to be careful because any single one of those ground and pound shots could finish this fight.
And you can see the wide stance that Billy Flynn is taking. Now, that's him adapting in the middle of the fight, knowing that if he stands straight up, Marlon's just going to grab the back of his ankle. He's going to extend his legs, and down goes Billy. So
bicep control. Bicep control, Marlon.
And Billy's making sure that Marlon's uncomfortable. He keeps doing little things, shoulder in his neck, tapping his head, just giving him something that he constantly doesn't like and constantly has to think about. Not anything that's going to finish the fight.
30 seconds, 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to figure out if Marlon is comfortable right now, if he's just being patient, if he's being over-patient. Is he trying to set something up?
Well, he certainly can't be too patient, Norm. Billy is unleashing the death train here with just 10 seconds left.
And it looks like Billy Flynn's going to finish this round on top.
So as a wrestler, you would suppose Billy's cardio is going to be all right. 3 fights into his amateur career. Likewise for Marlon, he's 3 fights into his amateur career. I don't suspect cardio to be an issue here. Norm, what do we want to see out of Marlon going into the second round?
Now Marlon needs to push the pace now. He needs to be a little bit more aggressive. He knows now that Billy's going to come out and he's going to wrestle him. He's going to go for the takedown. He's going to close the gap. He's going to throw those leg kicks. So how does Marlon going to respond? Is he going to throw a feint? Is he going to start checking those leg kicks? Is he going to counter with the left hook where he almost connected earlier in round 1?
The one thing that you have to be careful with if you're Marlon is just like we saw in that replay, do not get stuck in the position where you're getting ground and pound. It only takes one when you're dealing with Billy Flynn, and I think he was able to just sneak a few in there. But certainly Billy likes that. I thought Billy's striking looks good on the feet as well. You just got to be careful not to get caught in those takedowns like Marlon was setting him up for. Obviously, Billy had the big one in the end.
Billy and Apex are not worried about Marlon striking. They told me earlier they don't feel that he's a clean striker. He's too tall for 205. He should be fighting at 185, which would explain why Billy's so aggressive and he's pushing the pressure and he's making Marlon uncomfortable.
I expect Billy's cardio to be better here than it was in his last fight because he's at 205. Oh, he got hit! Billy got hit with the left check.
Yep, there was the left check that I was talking about earlier.
Fight up.
Yeah, Billy, in the same exact thing as the last round, was just a little weary of the striking and took him down right there in that same corner.
Now, Apex and Billy Flynn, they know specifically, I heard them talking about this earlier, about throwing the punch off of the leg kick, to expect, when Billy throws the leg kick, to expect the left hook. Oh, big slam by Billy.
Those hurt.
But did it compromise the position? He's trying to lock in the triangle. This is not a good position for Billy right now.
No, it does. It is a good triangle attempt, but it seems desperate, Norm.
But he's going to transition it to an arm bar. It could be bad. It could spell disaster right now for Billy Flynn.
Billy needs to push that thigh down and slip his head out, and he does.
Nice.
Very well done.
Very good defensive jiu-jitsu for Billy Flynn. Now he's got the back, landing mean ground and pound from the back.
Grab that wrist. Get wrist control.
Oh, big knees to the side. You feel those.
Oh, and if you don't feel them in the moment, you're going to feel it after the fight.
Marlon, wrist control.
Billy needs to post up right now. He can end the fight right now if he just starts throwing ground and pound. There is nothing right now that's going to stop him, this fight from ending.
It's exactly what we said in between the first round. If you are Marlon, do whatever you want, but do not get stuck in a position where Billy is allowed to do ground and pound. And that's where he is right now.
Out the back door.
And he's not moving.
Back door.
Neither guy is really moving. This is Billy's opportunity to end this fight, but you can see he's breathing heavy. He's
got to watch his hips.
He can't let Marlon up right now. He's got to continue to keep this position, a dominant position. Keep that hook in. Land the ground on. Keep landing the punches. Don't stop punching. And they're
going to call it. The Deathtrain moves to 4-0 and gets a win over his hardest competition yet. 3-0. Marlon is going to move to 3-1. And you got to think, if you're Billy, was that a fight that shows it's enough to fight for gold? I have the 4-0 record. Am I ready? We're going to hear from what he thinks here shortly, but let's look back at some of this replay. Big left check by Marlon. So close so many times, but you just saw the experience from Billy. Right here, again, Marlon was super close to being able to get the triangle, but in the end, Billy showed a lot of maturity and showed that he was able to face some adversity and get it done.
Yeah, Billy recognized it pretty quick that fight was close to being stopped. The relentless ground and pound. Over to Jake Digman.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee John McGinnis calls a stop to the action at 2 minutes and 6 seconds of the second round, declaring your winner by TKO, Billy the Death Train Flynn! Standing by with a victorious Billy the Death Train Flynn. Billy Flynn in 2025, this has become kind of a familiar thing with you and I, moving up to 4-0 to start your career. Very impressive. Your toughest opponent so far to date, and you took care of business. How are you feeling right now?
I feel great, man. That was definitely one of my toughest opponents, but I made it work. I still have 100% finish rate.
Earlier today, before the show started, I was standing up there and you were kind of having a conversation about what your goals were when you started this year, as opposed to what your goals are at the end of this year. Do you want to share with the people what you were saying?
So, I started my career in February, and by December, I want to be the light heavyweight champion.
Well, you are definitely on the path towards that. This victory moves you up to 4-0 as all finishes, might I add, as you also pointed out. Man, you got a great group around you that continues to support you to get you up to the next level. Who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank my coach, my teammates. Good luck to Matt Brown, who'll be coming up here in a minute. Good shout out to my grandpa, always supported me since day one. Thanks everybody out for coming out. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, congratulations. The Death Train has left the station and it is full speed ahead. If you ain't on now, you ain't on board, get on board. Give it up, the victorious Billy the Death Train Flynn.
Up.